Good evening and thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Brody Myers outside the TPS headquarters where today a spokesperson for the district fired back at the state auditor's office over the long-awaited release of the audit into the district. TPS leaders are pushing back against what they call a misrepresentation of the process, saying they're simply following the law, while State Auditor Cindy Byrd insists the delay is unnecessary. It's the latest turn in a nearly two-year-long battle that started with concerns over financial mismanagement, federal funding, and even accusations of political interference. Now, as the clock ticks down on the mandatory waiting period before the audit's public release, TPS is making it clear they're not staying silent. Our Samson Tamajani is breaking down the district's response and what's next in this high-stakes battle.
Thank you.
We are at the beck and call.
Thank you. All right.
Tulsa Public Schools Communications Director Caroline Crouch attempted to clear up what has been a crisis of, communication in the planned releasing of a report from the state auditor's office.
The audit is complete and the findings are significant, but you're not allowed to see it.
That was State Auditor Cindy Byrd Tuesday, describing the still unknown results of the 2.5-year audit first requested from Governor Kevin Stitt and TPS board members Elena Ashley and Janetti Marshall. The most we know at this point is from November, when a court found former TPS talent manager Devin Fletcher guilty of embezzling almost $600,000 in district foundation funds.
We were on Tuesday, had the opportunity to visit with members of the state auditor's team when we received a brief PowerPoint overview of what we believe will be the anticipated findings of the audit. But to date, we have not received a complete copy of the audit.
The state auditor's office sent us a statement, meanwhile, saying it, quote, presented the findings to the superintendent and the board members. They have been given ample opportunity to respond to our findings. If they want to submit additional documentation, they are welcome to do so at any time. The statement did not address the issue of a state statute, which is why Byrd delayed the results Tuesday. In Thursday's media briefing, Crouch says the district requested that Byrd wait 14 days after the district has actually seen the full report before announcing it.
As far as we're concerned, this is not something that anyone has to invoke, anyone has to call for. It is a law that has been on the books since 1999, and I think frankly, most of the folks who were involved in this process were working with the assumption that that would be the process that would be applied.
Crouch told me the TPS Board of Education was also involved in these conversations from the beginning, but they too were surprised by Byrd's press conference.
We want to make sure that this information gets out, but we have to also follow the law.
Vice President John Croissant coincidentally announced his candidacy for U.S. Congress Wednesday, but will continue to serve his term on the school board in the meantime.
There's a lot in there that we've already worked on and fixed, but we do want to make sure if there's anything that needs to be addressed, that we address it.
Taking a closer look, while this back and forth continues, there's one thing we do know. TPS is citing a state statute that says school audit findings, must remain confidential for 14 days before they're made public. So, Samson, let's break it down. Put this statute into plain language for us.
Well, it essentially means with school districts and the state auditor's office, they have to be reviewed between the state auditor, the district superintendent, and the district's board of education before they can get to that max of 14 days before releasing it to the public. And as we heard Thursday, they have not gotten to that point of having that conversation or review yet.
TPS has indicated that they're certainly going to take advantage of this law, but a little unclear on how it was invoked, so to speak. They say there was no lawyers. Cindy Byrd says there was. What's that gray area?
Well, the district certainly wanted a chance to review it. At least that is what was communicated to us Thursday afternoon, that they had not gotten that chance. So they told the state auditor's office, and they even said that they had to request an open records request just to get the findings themselves to get that review, but as they talked about, they have not gotten to that point.
A lot of back and forth on both sides, but we should be getting closer to that 14-day period of finally seeing these results. Samson, thank you for your report, and thank you for breaking it down for us.